So my house is an absolute mess right now. I mean, look, I've got furnaces up here. I've even got furnaces down here. And the reason I've got these furnaces is because I need to get myself a lot of copper for this build we're going to be doing today. And I'm thinking we need to build a super smelter, possibly make it on an island somewhere. I think we should probably put an island right here. So let's do that now. And there we go. That is one island completely done. A little bit overgrown on top. Might need to get the lawnmower out for that. But what it is missing is some kind of bridge to get over there. So let's make something like this to get up there. I think this is a nice curve getting up. And I, of course, added some lanterns as well. And this is where we're going to build the building for the super smelter. Somewhere up here. But obviously, I'm going to have to clean out a small bit of space here. So let's get mowing this grass and building a super smelter, or at least the building for the super smelter to go in. But I've mowed down the grass and I've kind of made a little bit of an outline. So the idea is that you're going to be able to come up this bridge and this will be the entrance to the super smelter building. And this will be the kind of main room where you put all the stuff in and it functions, it gives you all the stuff back out. Over here, where I've done these 3 circles, which you'll see later on what these are going to be, this is where the main super smelter is going to be. So this is where all the furnace array is going to be. I don't know if I'm going to actually need this much space, but I need to be able to fit at least these 3 circles in. So this is kind of the smallest it's going to be. I could have probably changed it around to make the super smelter area this side, but I mean, it's always better to have more furnaces than not enough, isn't it? So we'll go with that. I'm not sure what design I'm going to use here. I will probably just go with something basic using minecarts. I'm not sure yet. And no, don't worry, I'm not going to build out of this tough. I'm going to go and use a lot more tough because this is going to be a tough build. It's full of tough. Maybe we should do this as a cheeky little time lapse. It's been a while since I've done a time lapse. So we've got the basic building done, and you can see we've got these copper grate things here with some lights behind. I've got some frog lights, so it really lights up in overnight, which I think is super cool. I do know we still need to do a lot of work on this to smooth out the island, but I'm going to get onto that later on. What I do want to do is these 3 circles at the top here. These are going to be the chimney stacks because, of course, if it's a smelting super smelter, it's going to create a lot of fumes and they need to go somewhere. But for these, I just need to get some blackstone. I have searched my highly organized chests and I have absolutely no blackstone anywhere to be found. Got some sand. Didn't know I had that. So to get this blackstone, ouch, I think I'm going to have to head over to the Nether. There's 2 ways we can do this. We can either get a load of this gold and trade it with some piglins if we can find some, or we can go into the scary Nether and try and find one of those places with all the blackstone. Is it this place? No, this is Soul Sand Valley, which looks terrifying. I absolutely hate flying around in the Nether. You know what? I don't want to get lost in here. Let's do the piglin method. So first of all, let's get a bunch of gold. Can we steal the piglins from in here? No, that seems dangerous. I don't think ghasts can spawn in this, but I'm hoping something's going to spawn in it at some point. We'll put our gold boots on as well so we don't get attacked by these guys. And then we're going to give them some gold and then hopefully get lots of blackstone. So if we fly up really high, that should stop anything spawning in the Nether. And then if we gently come down, it should just mean when things do spawn in, they'll spawn in where we want them to spawn in. Right, let's see if this has worked. Oh, no, that's completely the wrong thing. Oh dear. This was a stupid idea. Maybe we need to do this in a different biome. Okay, we're now in Nether Wastes, so I'm not going to bother with the top thing because I realise they can actually spawn on top of it anyway, so it's kind of pointless. So we're just going to do a little bit of a platform and see if we can get some guys in here. You know what? This isn't working. Let's just go mine for it. Oh, I found one out in the wild. Hope we can get lucky here. Oh, yes. Perfect. But not quite enough. I've just dug straight down this little path here and found someone's netherite boring explodingness. So I thought if I just run along here, I'll find some blackstone, which I have. So I'm going to collect up some of this and then we can get to work on the super smelting building. Okay, there we go. That's 7 stacks. That should do the job. I've outlined the first tower now. As you can see, the blackstone there kind of looks like it's all sooted up from all the carbon. I also forgot to mention as well, I want these to all turn and oxidize so we get the nice blue cyany color. I don't know if they are going to oxidize though, because they've been set there for a little while. And what I'm going to do with these chimney stacks as well is just place some staircases here and there. So it kind of looks like there's the odd brick missing. Gives it a little bit more texture so it's not so flat, as this building is looking a tiny bit flat at the moment. There we go, with the bricks taken out like this. A lot more texture, or at least it looks good from over here anyway. Right, let's get the other 3 in there, get some smoke coming out of these, and then the interior. We've got all 3 stacks in, including smoke, and I've messed around a little bit here and got all the missing bricks, and I think this looks great. What I've also done is take out this bottom layer and add these end rods in, because this bit here was looking a little flat, and I can see a few of the things are oxidized, but I think this will look much better once it's all oxidized. However, at this rate, I'm thinking about taking it all back and going somewhere and oxidizing it, because I know it doesn't go the nice greenish color if it's all next to each other, which is why it's probably taking so long. So starting on the interior, I think I'm going to go for like a terracotta floor. It feels quite industrially to me. Maybe if I add some like sea lanterns in there for the lights, or maybe some sea lanterns above for lights. But I'm going to get all this in, and there's not going to be interiors to this bit because this will all be closed off where the super smelter is. We won't see any of these bright lights. So as you can see, what we've done is replace a couple of these copper grates for the ones that have oxidized, just so I can have a look at the color. And I think that goes much better with the tuff than the standard copper does. So we will definitely wait for all these to get sorted out. And for the interior, I've kept it basic, but I've put some ores here behind this gate, just so, you know, it's like where they would mine the ores or get the ores and put them into the furnaces to be cooked up and smelted. And a couple of bits of workbenches. No clue what I was doing here, but I thought this was kind of cool and industrial. And of course, some of these like bar lights, which I've seen these in a lot of warehouses before, so I think that's pretty cool. And then back here, we do have our super smelter, but it's not decorated in there, so we don't need to worry too much about that. We just need to put all the stuff that we want to get smelted in here, all the coal and what we're going to use to actually cook stuff, and then everything should come out this bottom chest here. So let's grab some copper and give this a go. Let's see how quickly it will do it. This is going to be our first test. And by the way, if you're curious on how I've built this, it's a pretty standard kind of thing. You know, you get the mine carts here, the hopper mine carts that just run over these hoppers, loop round, and then keep coming back through there. And then these ones here that distribute what wants to be smelted, they just go straight over the top. And then all these furnaces here are sat on hoppers, and then there's a hopper line just down the center that ends up in this chest here. I'm probably going to go through and put like composters on the top because that helps with server lag, I've been told. I don't really understand why, but yeah, I'll just trust those lovely redstoners. And let's just make sure I haven't accidentally gone and put in stuff. You see, this is what you'll watch out for as well. If you've got anything left over that's ended up in the furnaces here, because that'll stop it from doing what it needs to do. Right, so I've checked everything. It seems like it is ready to go. So what we do is the coal goes into this one. So we'll put the coal in there. You can see how quickly that comes out because it's a hopper minecart underneath. And then we get all of the copper. As you can see, I've got quite a decent chunk there. And this all goes in here. We might as well just get the rest of it because I do need a lot of copper. We can see that's taken all of that coal. And it's taking a good chunk of this. So if you turn this and this on now, it should start smelting. If we go back here, we can see, yep, it's all smelting. And hopefully it'll come back round in time. Yeah, there we go. So it's getting enough copper in here to smelt it in time when we're not wasting anything. That's the main thing. And there we go. We can see copper's already coming in pretty quickly as well. Yeah, it's just not stopping. It just keeps going. So that's fantastic. I'm super chuffed with this. I do have to occasionally pause it as well, just to let more copper go through into the minecart, because it doesn't pick up massive amounts. But I imagine all of these should have a good amount of coal in now, yeah. And now that means I will have enough copper to make my super smelter place. Oh, wait, I've already made it. In between episodes, I will be getting the rest of that bottom of the island all sorted out, so make sure to subscribe if you want to see how that turns out. It should be pretty cool. Now it's time for your favourite bit of the episode, naming a supporter swine. Do I have a spare one ready? Yes, I do. So let's get a name tag, and this one's going to be called Otter Plays Cam. Dude, you did mention Snoot, which was my favourite armadillo in the last episode, so thank you very much. And yes, we're ending it like this, as we always seem to. Make sure to subscribe, like, and all that lovely stuff. Leave a comment if you like it, or, you know, any improvements you can think of. And there are a couple of videos on the screen. If you'd like to go and watch one of them, yeah, by all means. If not, entirely up to you. See ya!